Hey guys, so today we got some leaks to go over, some new stuff. Most importantly, we have a new leaker to highlight. His name is Senjo Gahara Hitagi. He mostly posts over on Reddit. So yeah, crazy long name. I'm just gonna call him Hitagi. Yeah, I mean the leakers always seem to have these crazy names. We got Vergaben, who it's actually like Fugaben, and we have like Gametsu from Smash 4. So like, I don't know, man. If a leaker's real, they gotta have a crazy name, I guess. So anyway, this Hitagi guy, he's leaked stuff for other games before. He most recently leaked Samurai Spirits or Samurai Showdown, that new game, and he's been leaking that like Android 17 is coming to Fighter Z, and that Android 17 would have his Park Rangers outfit from Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, this guy's leaked some stuff for Smash recently, so I just want to go over that real quick. Basically what he said was, somebody asked him, I'll just read it right here. Out of curiosity, do you know if the Minecraft character in Smash is actually a playable fighter, and do you know of any other fighters? And he responded and said, it's Steve. I double-checked. He's a playable, and there will be a Minecraft stage as well as other stuff in the game. So now, Vergaben's been saying for a long time now that we get some sort of Minecraft content in Smash Bros. Ultimate, but he said he wasn't really sure what it was, and kind of assumed it wasn't a playable fighter, but, maybe just some other stuff. So someone actually went and asked Vergaben if, this guy is legit, what Vergaben thinks about him. And Vergaben had this to say, I'll just read it. He said, yes, at least from what I've seen and can tell. There is a connection somewhere between what I have heard and what Senjogahara Hitagi hears. Like they said, I know some things they don't, they know some things I don't, but it seems to meet in the middle at times. So it sounds like these two guys have compared notes, and Vergaben clearly thinks this guy does have indeed real information. So Hitagi has also said that he believes there is going to be a Square rep, so there's that too. He basically lines up entirely with Vergaben, except he's saying that Steve is a playable fighter, whereas Vergaben before was just kind of saying Minecraft would be in the game in some form. He didn't know what, a stage, assist trophy. Didn't seem to think it was playable because he said some form, but never went right out and said definitely not playable. So this could line up. Vergaben got pressed further about this, and he had this to say. He said, I personally heard the Minecraft content is a stage and or assist trophy, but possibly a character from my main Smash source. Outside of the main Smash sources, I have had sources of other things and contacts tell me they've heard murmurs of Steve being playable. So there is very possibly something to him actually being playable. I won't claim it myself until I hear it from my main Smash sources, but it is something I have heard from others. Between them hearing there's possibly a Minecraft character and others saying they heard about Steve, there may be something to it all, and the Minecraft content I heard about is more than just a stage and or assist trophy. So there you go, Vergaben saying that, yeah, it could potentially be Steve as a playable character. This would also mean the box theory is debunked, because that would mean Ken, Incineroar, and Steve, and possibly a Square rep. The only reason the box theory wasn't debunked by the Square rep was because Vergaben was saying it might be held off for DLC, but he's been saying Steve for a long time. This Hitagi guy is saying Steve is definitely in, so yeah, this would debunk the box theory if all these characters got in. So there was another leak recently that had Steve on it. It was the Prima Guide leak. It was just a leak posted over on Smashboards, basically saying that it was just a list of characters, assist trophies, stages, and that it was from the Prima Guide. I think it's super fake. The guy's birth date that he posted with is April 1st, so April Fool's Day, and he missed some stuff. So the Starman assist trophy, for instance, wasn't in his list of assist trophies, so yeah, I don't think it was all that credible. But it did have Steve on it, and it also did line up with when the Prima Guide went up on Amazon, but that might have been where the poster got the idea to fake a leak, was just, oh, the Prima Guide's up on Amazon, time to act like the Prima Guide's out in the world and I can tell people what's in it. So I don't think it was real. One interesting character it did have on it, though, was Vault Boy, and I'm a huge Fallout fan. I absolutely love Fallout. I'm actually probably one of the few people who really liked Fallout 4, and I'm actually excited about Fallout 76. Yeah, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I love Fallout. Anything Fallout, I'm going to play it. I'm going to like it. But anyway, interestingly, Bethesda recently came out and said that they had talked to Nintendo about Smash specifically, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what extent that was. I mean, we've had other things say that, and it doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be a character or something. Bethesda's been really close with Nintendo lately. I mean, we got Skyrim on Switch. Bethesda seems to want to put more games on Nintendo consoles. So, yeah, I mean, Bethesda just saying they've talked to Nintendo, and even specifically saying they've talked to Nintendo about Smash, it might have been something like, they're at E3 and they run into Sakurai or someone else and just say, hey, it would be cool if, you worked with us for Smash. We'd love that. It might have been something as small as that. But, yeah, it is neat to hear that Bethesda is interested, at least, in Smash. Another thing that happened recently that was pretty interesting was Shinji Hashimoto, the co-creator of Kingdom Hearts, actually commented on someone's Kingdom Heart tweet. Someone posted that basically just this image of Sora, being in Smash, like a splash art, like he was getting revealed, and the co-creator of Kingdom Hearts actually commented on it, yes, with an exclamation mark. Now, I don't think that was him saying, yes, Sora is in Smash, but just, yes, I'd love to have Sora in Smash, or something to that extent. But the more interesting thing is actually that he deleted the tweet slightly after this. So I don't know if that was just him avoiding getting, flooded with comments from people, realizing, oh, geez, I commented on a Smash post, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or, more interestingly, would be if he was under some sort of NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and had to, not say anything about Sora being in Smash or not. I feel like if that was the case, he wouldn't have said anything in the first place, and not just, deleted a text about it later. Like, how would he accidentally realize, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to say that. But anyway, it's still interesting that he deleted it, interesting that he commented whatsoever. So yeah, there's something. And with, Vergeben saying that we're going to get a square rep of some kind, it could potentially be Sora. We really can't count that out. I know I'm obviously on Team Geno over here for who the square rep's going to be, but it could potentially be Sora. That would be pretty big if Nintendo could work that out between, Disney and Square. Yeah, they'd get a lot of people really happy putting Sora in Smash. So speaking of guides and, like printed material, we also got this image of Ken, which appears to not be a picture of like a screen, like a Switch screen or a television screen. It looks like it's a picture of like a guidebook or a magazine or something, like a picture of an actual printed article of some kind. So it looked pretty real for a while. I was actually thinking, wow, this looks really good. It has Mappy next to him, which just, I don't know, seems out of place. It's on Moray Tower. It just looks like something that might actually be a screenshot of the game. And honestly, people did some like, kind of detective work, and yeah, Ken looked pretty legit. Stuff about the lighting, stuff about the, just the sizing of things. It looked pretty real. Then another image came out, and I don't know why leakers keep doing this. The Agnes, or I called her Agnes, that leak that came out, that picture leak, they did these first images that were really zoomed in and people thought they were real. Then when they zoomed out, it looked way faker. Well, this one, again, the leaker put out a zoomed out image of Ken on the Moray Tower level, and we have, like Ivysaur and Pichu next to him. Mappy was coming from, obviously, Pac-Man's taunt there. So we got that, and then when you look at Pichu's icon, you can see that the ear's cut off, and we've seen Pichu's icon with the full ear. Ken's also, like, transparent, apparently because Pac-Man's kind of like standing where, his icon would be, but that's it's a thing that someone would use to like fake a leak to kind of like make that one transparent so you don't have to scrutinize it as much. But then, I don't know, just Pichu having the ear cut off, that just seems really phony to me, especially when we've seen Pichu with the full ear shown. It kind of doesn't matter either way because Ken is being leaked by Vergeben, and he's also just one of the most likely Echo fighters. He fits with, box theory if that's true. He basically fits with every theory if they're true. So I just feel like Ken's probably the most or one of the most likely characters right now. So it doesn't really matter if this leak's real or not. We're still probably going to get Ken. This is interesting because it means that stuff might be out there in the world. There might be strategy guides, there might be magazines and printing that may be showing off Ken already. And we could get other stuff too, so it's worth noting and keeping an eye out for. So another Smash leak from Senjo Gahara Hitagi is actually about Catalina from the Cygames Granblue. This is like a phone game that's mostly played over in like Japan, so it'd be pretty interesting if we got this character, but that phone game is very, very popular, and Nintendo does own some stock in the Cygames company, so it could make sense. Hitagi basically had this to say about it, I'll just read it off. He said, also Catalina for Smash Ultimate is apparently a thing. And then he edited it and said, so apparently Catalina being in Smash is not guaranteed. Cygames and Nintendo are talking it out, apparently. He then went down to say, Granblue and Cygames wants to step up to bigger and better things. Plus, Nintendo really panders towards the Japanese audience, so this is a very smart move. Apparently Catalina isn't confirmed as it's still being worked out. So he's kind of basically saying that this might be like a DLC character or something. It seems like Catalina is being discussed right now. So, obviously not going to make it in the base roster, but it might be something Nintendo is planning to do as a DLC character. On Catalina being a possible DLC character for Smash, Hitagi went further and said, "That's a pretty common practice. A base game is usually finished way before launch, and the DLC and such is usually being worked on near launch or right after launch. It all depends on how much money the game is working with. For example, SNK and Capcom fighting games would probably fall under the after-launch group, whereas Blizzard has known to have had several characters ready way before Overwatch's launch." So I had to look up some stuff about Granblue as I didn't know much about it. It's a phone app. It's mostly in Asia, and it does have an English translation, I guess, but I don't know if it's official or anything. Catalina is, I guess, the character that you kind of would unlock first. It's kind of supposedly some kind of like you put money into it, phone app game, and like a gotcha machine, you get characters. So yeah, she's just sort of the first character you get from that. I've heard that Cygames and Platinum Games are currently working on some PS4 exclusive Granblue like RPG called Project Relink, and supposedly Catalina is going to be the main protagonist for that, but there's no plans to put that on a Nintendo system. Now again, Nintendo supposedly owns some stock in Cygames, so they might not care if Catalina is on Nintendo or not. They might just want to promote the character so they can promote Cygames' new IPs and games. That's pretty much all the new stuff I got. So some interesting stuff. We have some hints towards potentially Sora in the game, which is pretty huge. Some kind of out there characters like Catalina from Granblue possibly getting in Smash eventually. And then probably the biggest thing is Vergeben conceding to Hitagi that, yeah, Steve might be a playable character. We might get a playable Minecraft character, which again could potentially defeat the box leak. So that'd be kind of cool. I mean, Steve's kind of a box himself, so we got a box beating the box theory leak thing. So I don't know. It's just kind of neat. So yeah, let me know what you think. I know a lot of people are kind of like iffy about getting Minecraft in Smash, even as like a stage when Vergeben was just saying that. So I don't know how people would feel about it being, a playable character, but I think people would be pretty happy about the box theory being not true. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. Really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.